Good morning, everybody. This is Catherine Erdley, founder of Future Retail Consulting and Female Founders in Retail, and I help small and startup retail businesses make more money. And I would love to welcome you to day 2 of our summer challenge. I'm so excited that we are into day 2. I hope you all really enjoyed day 1 and had a great time thinking about what your customer was up to in the summer, whether it's dealing with this heat wave. I know we just talked about that quite a lot in the group, or whatever else your customer is up to. I hope you had a really good time thinking about them and their pain points. And I really enjoyed seeing everybody's pictures and comments about what they've been doing for the challenge. And if you haven't done so already, then do please pop into the Facebook group and share with us a little bit about how day 1 went for you. So now we're on to day 2. So basically, what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the different types of promotions. So if you've ever gone through this thought process before, and I'm sure many of you have, where you know that you want to boost your sales and grow your business, but you're not sure about which kind of promotion is best, then this really is for you, because I'm going to walk you through the different types of promotion. I'm terribly sorry, there's a very loud lorry outside my window. I'm just going to shut my windows. Sorry about that. It's so hot I have to have them open, but then it gets really loud. Hello. Okay, so where are we up to? Right. So at the end, as usual, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about why it's so important to sign up to the challenge if you've not done so already. But for right now, let's get started. So the main point I want you to take away from today is that there are many, many different kinds of offers. When we talk about a promotion or something, as I said yesterday, it's really a new topic of conversation for you to have with your customers. And that can run a huge range of various different promotional types, which I'm going to walk you through today. And this is exactly the same process, as I've said before, that a big retail company will sit down, and when they're looking to put on something to re-engage with their customers, they will simply brainstorm all of the different offers that they could possibly do, and they'll talk about the pros and the cons. Because for every type of offer, there are definitely things that work really well and things that don't work so well. And they are, and quite simply, different promotions have different uses, and only you can decide which is the right one for your business. The point of today is that we're going to generate lots of ideas. Today's worksheet is all about coming up with ideas that relate back to the specific pain point. If you remember yesterday, we talked about your customer. So their pain points, which are unique to the summer months, and then we're going to apply that logic to looking at all of the different kinds of promotions. So at the end of today, you will have a whole sheet full of promotions that will be able to connect with your customer, because they're talking to them about something that is relevant to them right now. Okay, so let's have a talk through the different types of promotions. And what I've done here is I've started with the ones, so you can kind of think about it like a spectrum. So over here you have the promotions that are really great for customer engagement, that are all about connecting with the customer and talking to them. These ones generally don't generate a massive sort of surge in sales uplift. And then you go all the way over here to the ones that are that are very much about action, about growing sales. Now, you might say, well, don't you always want to run the ones that grow sales? Well, yes and no. It's good to run sales, but those ones you can only use them a certain number of times before they begin to reduce their effectiveness. And as I said, each one has pros and cons, which I'm going to go through now. Okay, so number 1 is a giveaway or a competition. So a giveaway could be something that is a physical giveaway. So it could be, for example, buy a pair of sunglasses and get free sun cream. That is a giveaway. It could also be a knowledge product. So that would be a checklist or some kind of planner or download. So it could be, for example, I think Kara's had a great example yesterday. So all about, you know, a summer activity planner for parents or something to do with them that they can download. And what are you getting out of this? Well, with a giveaway, you are getting, for a knowledge product, it may well be that you want somebody's email address. So for example, you say, download my summer productivity planner for parents with kids, and you add somebody to your mailing list, because as we know, building your mailing list is a really crucial part of all of our marketing activities. A giveaway, it is just a little extra bonus, so you might be encouraging people to buy, or you can just literally give things away for free, although that does get, you know, that just eats into your profits pretty quickly. A competition, so that is, you know, win a basket of summer goodies by entering this competition. Then again, that's about getting people's email addresses, and that's about getting that sort of feel-good factor. It works really well for the summer. You can do a lovely giveaway of summer products. So the giveaway and the competition, they're both really about raising your brand awareness, talking to your customer, and you're not going to see a massive sales growth out of these, but you are going to hopefully add to your mailing list. And again, it gives you another reason to engage with your customer if you're kind of feeling like that relationship's gone a bit flat during the summer months. So that's starting off with number one. And I guess the positive about it is it's very feel good. People love free stuff. They love getting things to be given away. And it's totally what I would call a premium competition, or a premium promotion. And by that, I mean premium in as much as it is totally doesn't feel distressed. So again, distressed is whenever you see a brand that is constantly running discounts, there definitely is a perception by the customer that maybe something's not going so well for them. So a constant stream of promotions and money off, that's what we call a distressed offer. But a giveaway or a competition is the other end of the spectrum. Nobody ever thinks that, oh, you know, they're not doing so well because they keep running these competitions. It's seen as a very premium offering, a very kind of feel good relationship building offer for you to run with your customers. Okay, so number two is free shipping. So this one is, again, not massive. You're not going to see a massive spike in sales for free shipping unless your shipping is quite expensive and it's actually a really good deal. So this is something, again, it's a little nice to have. It's kind of a, hey guys, we're doing free shipping, come on over here and have a look. So that's its positive. Again, it feels quite premium. It's not very distressed. It's just like oh, look guys, it's free shipping. Get it in time for this bank holiday. All of those kinds of things, you can tie it into a timed promotion. The other thing about it though is, as I said, it's not going to be a huge sales spike for free shipping. And the only other thing I'd say is that sometimes when I see free shipping, it kind of reminds me that normally I have to pay for shipping, and I don't know, it's sometimes psychologically that's not always the greatest. But that is certainly something that you can think about. Or again, you may have tried this before and actually find that your particular customer reacts really well to free shipping, but it's just something for you to put in your little kind of list of brainstorming. Okay, number three is a bounce back. So a bounce back is spend £50 and receive 10% off your next order, or 20%, or whatever you want it to be, or spend £50 and get a £5 voucher for a future purchase. The point of a bounce back is you are encouraging them to spend, but you are not necessarily giving the discount right away. You're giving it off a future order. So it feels like you're giving a discount, and you're also encouraging return visits. So it's quite nice from that point of view. The benefit of the bounce back then is you're not giving any money off the first purchase. You're often encouraging them to spend up to a limit. So you might be, say, spend £50 and then get £5 from off your next offer. You also encourage repeat visits and growing loyalty. So from that perspective, bounce back is a lot of positives. The negative is, again, again, you're not going to see a huge amount of sales uplift. Customers generally, a bounce back, it's not the most enticing. I'm sure you probably all feel like that. Think about it. If you're looking at an offer and you see a bounce back, then you're kind of like, well, okay, fine, but maybe I won't spend again next time, or I don't know. It's not at the most appealing of all of the offers, but it is certainly one that you can consider, especially if for you building loyalty is your number one concern. Okay, so the fourth type of offer we've got is a multi-buy offer. So those are quite simply 3 for 2, buy one get one free, buy one get one half price. They are great if you have got, number one, lower priced items, so you kind of bundling up. So instead of somebody buying one of something, you're getting them to buy, well, 3, but you know, for the price of 2. They are used extensively in places like supermarkets for commodity buys. They're also used extensively for back to school purchasing. So anytime that you know that the customer's got to buy a lot of different things, it can be quite a nice way to have them come to you instead of go to your competitor. So they are useful because they grow units over so you're encouraging the people to not just buy one thing, that they're going to buy multiple, so it can grow your number of units that you get per transaction. As I said, it's a nice it is a nice sort of way for you to acknowledge if the customer is going to have to be buying a lot of things. When a multi-buy doesn't work is just generally speaking, so 3 for 2, if you think about this, if you've got, let's say you've got 3 items that are £50 each, and you eat, so 3 for 2 is you're getting 3 items for £100 instead of £150. So it's about a third off. But what you will find is that people will always respond more to a third off than they will to 3 for 2, because people like the idea that they can just buy one at a reduced price rather than having to buy a multi-buy. So again, they're not as effective as some other promotions. They do feel a little bit more premium. 3 for 2, buy one get one free doesn't feel quite the same as saying, I mean, because buy one get one free is effectively the same as half off. It's, you know, that is actually a big discount. It doesn't feel as distressed as saying 50% off everything, so that is a positive. But again, it's not going to be quite the same sales uplift as some of the just a straight percentage off. Okay, so stepped discount, which is buy more save more. So that is spend £50 get £5 off, spend £100 get £10 off, etc, etc. That one again is a good offer because you are encouraging them to spend up to the spending limit. So if they've spent 40 and they're going to put another £10 in their basket, then you know, then you kind of encouraging them to get up to the next level. So that is a positive. They can be a little bit complex. You have to be very clear in your messaging so that the customer doesn't spend half the time and you don't get inundated by questions about what exactly it means. Okay, so then number 6 is just a plain flat discount. So the 20% off all earrings is a good example of what a sort of just a discount would be. So this is, we're talking about selective discounts here. So you would look at your product range and you would say, right, what I really want to do is, and this goes back to the whole idea of thinking about the pain point for your customer. So let's say you run, yesterday we talked about yoga wear. So you might say, right, actually what I want to do now is say that I know that one of the biggest problems that my customer has is that they're going to be super hot in the summer with the fact that the weather's really hot. So I'm going to do a selected offer, which is 20% off all sleeveless tops. I'm talking directly to their pain point. I can do some nice messaging around that, which recognizes that I'm thinking about their life right now, that I'm reaching out to that customer, and I'm offering a discount which is relevant and it's off selected lines only, and it makes sense, generally makes sense. So that's a good way. It's also a good way if particularly you have a lot of stock on one area in your site or your store, and you know that actually you really want to clear it, so you could do a targeted discount just off that particular area. You might also want to do a discount on again, so you know you have product that would be good for back to school, so you can do a back to school promotion that only covers the product areas that is relevant for what your customer's thinking about now. So selected discounts are great. They can be targeted. You're not kind of giving away money on everything in your site, and you can really niche it down so that the products that you're offering for your selected discount are really relevant to your customer right now. So the question is, do you do pounds off or percentage off? Well, generally it's what sounds like the better deal to the customer. So so for example, if you've got a £500 item, then 15% off is actually £75. But 15% off versus £50 off, because £50 sounds like a much bigger number than 15%, then actually £50 off is probably going to be the more effective promotion. And again, if you've got a £10 item, then £2.50 off is actually 25% off. But because 20% sounds like a bigger number than £2.50, you probably want to say 20% off these items. So people don't like having to do maths either. So the clearer you can make it for them what the actual price is going to be, the better. So that is discount. Okay, and what are the cons? Well, obviously the cons are you're giving away some profit on these items. So you do want to be selective. You want to select products where you can actually support some kind of a discount. Okay, so number 7 then, as we're moving up, the more effective then is a general blanket discount. So that is 20% off everything store-wide. And that is without a doubt the most effective way to drive traffic, to drive interest, and to drive your unit sales for sure. You do have to watch it though. It is a really strong message. The stronger, the clearer the message, the more likely you are to drive sales. It does tend to look more distressed, so you definitely want to use this one very sparingly. Often you'll see it used around things like bank holidays. You might see it run for 24 hours only. So again, it can be used effectively, but my recommendation to you would be to run it as a short, sharp promotion for a very short period of time. You give away money off everything. You have to make sure your sales uplift a fairly significant amount to generate more profit, because as you imagine, you're giving away profit by taking 20% off everything, for example. And also the other thing is that whatever you have that is your bestseller, that will get creamed off. So things that you probably would have sold anyway will sell more during the promotion, and you're not sort of focusing in on problem areas or areas that you're particularly trying to push at that time. You're literally giving money off everything. So yes, if you want to get people's attention, you want to drive traffic, sales to your store, online or offline, then blanket discount is the way to go, but use it sparingly. And then the number 8, the sort of top of the pinnacle of the promotional stance, is what we call red sales. So when I say red sale, I'm sure you all know what that means. You know, if you're in a store, then the windows get blacked out and the big red signs up. It's 50% off everything. They turn the homepage red, whatever else. So it is actually, I'm not including it on the brainstorming sheet because I think that I wanted to mention it here today because it is definitely an option for a promotion, but it's not really something you want to do unless you've really planned it, because really to be effective, to be something that is good and profitable for your business, then your red sale has to be really clearly planned out. You need to have identified the stock that you are liquidating, because when you are doing a red sale, then again, your discounts are really significant. They've got to be like 50%, like big discounts, and therefore you're going to be making very little money on that stock. So you have to be sure that you're doing it simply to clear that stock and to clear it out and to bring in cash flow and to bring in new stock for the new season. So it is not something you want to just turn on a whim and just go, do you know what, you're right, I'm not selling very well, I'm just going to do a summer sale. You want to really plan it carefully. You want to have maybe 2, maximum 4 sale events a year, and you want to have really gone through that quite carefully and specifically before you just do that. So I'm not suggesting anybody does a red sale if they weren't already planning on doing it or haven't already done it. But I wanted to just mention it so you know that that is a form of promotion, and it is the most effective, no doubt, 100%. Often in a retail business, the biggest weeks of the year will be during the sales weeks, and they will get huge volume and they will clear through a huge amount. But again, it's got to be carefully managed. You don't just want to decide to turn it on a whim. Okay. So those are your 7 options. Just to run through them again really quickly, you've got your giveaway or competition, you've got free shipping, number 2, number 3 is bounce backs, number 4 is multi-buy offers, number 5 is stepped discounts, number 6 is selected discounts, number 7 is blanket discounts, and number 8 is red top sale. So what you will get in your email coming shortly is going to be your task for the day, and the task for the day is going to be to brainstorm, with the exception of red sale, some ideas for every type of promotion. So don't worry yet whether or not they're a good idea, whether they're definitely going to be the ones you go forward with, but I just want you to get into the habit of just thinking strategically about all of the different types of promotions and think about it. What's relevant for you? What's worked in the past? What's not worked in the past? And just make sure that what you're doing is you're pulling back the promotion and you're linking it back to the pain points that you identified with your customer yesterday. So again, so if you are doing, we talked yesterday about a house proud candle customer who maybe has a different life in the summer because the kids are home from school. So in that case, you might want to do 20% off all full-size candles, and you can put some nice messaging around it about, you know, spa time, time for you, relaxing at the end of the day, and linking that to the discount. So have a think about that. Again, please do sign up for the challenge if you haven't already done so. It's really important because without it you won't get the email and you won't get the worksheet as well, or the video replay. So do please sign up. I will put the link at the bottom, and go ahead, complete the worksheet. Please again come back to the group. We love to hear what you've been up to, love to hear what you're working on, and while you're at it, why not tag an accountability buddy as well. So I hope you all have a great day, and thanks for watching.